Bright Suns, everybody. It's Molly with AllEars, and I am back today with a brand new video. I've been trapped again, and I bet you can guess where? Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So I am stuck in this land until I can complete all of the challenges. We're gonna share tips, tricks, snacks, all kinds of fun stuff. May the Force be with us. If you've never seen one of our trap videos, it works like this. Basically, I am stuck inside this land and this land only until I can complete a series of challenges that my producer who's here with me has brought. If I cannot complete the challenge, if I don't know it, if I can't do it for some reason, I have to do a punishment and I have to keep going till all the challenges are gone. So good luck, because then I can go to like Toy Story Land. Oh, yeah, hey V. I know.
And now you're sending intel back to the First Order?
No. It's going to the Resistance. Okay. I never would.
Be careful what channels you're doing that on.
I will.
They've been hacking every single circuit.
Okay, I'll make sure not to send them.
Be careful.
Yeah. Here we go. Clue number 1. Find the sector number where Luke, Han, and Leia were tossed in the trash compactor on the Death Star, and then find it 9 more times. This is actually one of my favorite details in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, so I'm excited to show it to you. So the sector number they're referring to is actually this serial number, and it's posted on all of the trash cans throughout Galaxy's Edge. And if you recall, in A New Hope, this is actually the trash compactor number that Luke, Han, and Leia get stuck at, and then Luke's like, 3PO, stop the trash compactor, 3PO, and 3PO's like, beep, bop, boop, beep, bop, boop, I'm sorry, Mr. Luke, I cannot find it. And then he finds it just at the nick of time. So that is the number that's on all the trash cans here as a nod to that moment in A New Hope. So I have to find 9 more trash cans, basically. All right, here's another trash can. 1, 2, recycling bin, same number. 3, another trash can. Did you know Disney trash cans are always 30 steps apart or less when you're in a Disney park? 4. That's because Walt Disney and his team didn't want there to be trash on the ground, so they did a little experiment, saw how long it took people to throw trash on the ground. It usually was about 30 steps, so you're never more than about 30 steps away from a trash can inside a Walt Disney World theme park. 5. Let's go over by the milk stand. I bet there's some trash cans over here. We got 5. Oh, here's some right here. 6, 7. Go over by the bathrooms. I see some more. I see our final 2. Eight and 9. Da-da-da-da. Trash cans. And again, that's one of my favorite Easter eggs here in this land. All right, clue number 2. Show us something used on screen in The Mandalorian. All right, I believe I know where to go for this as well. Okay, so I have to show you something used on screen in The Mandalorian. And the only thing I know of that has to do with The Mandalorian is there's a helmet of him inside of Doc Ondar's Den of Antiquities. Now, I don't know if it was used on screen. I'm not even 100% sure what a Mandalorian is because I've only watched 2 episodes. But I'm going to see if that's it. Okay, so while there is a helmet inside Doc Ondar's, the shopkeeper wasn't sure if it was used in the documentation that is The Mandalorian or not. So I don't know where I'm going, it turns out. All right, turns out I was looking for a prop a little bit bigger than a Mandalorian helmet. It was actually this X-Wing right here, which I've known to be docked outside the Resistance base camp near Rise of the Resistance, but Dave Filoni, who directed an episode of The Mandalorian, or at least this episode of The Mandalorian, made a cameo while riding inside of this very X-Wing. So that's pretty cool. What's not cool is I now have to do a punishment. All right, I did not know about the X-Wing, which means punishment time. Craft a name tag that either identifies you as First Order or Resistance. All right, we're crafting early, but I feel good about this. All right, I have to craft a name tag. Now, I would like to say I am probably more of a smuggler more than I am Resistance or First Order. because my favorite Star Wars character in the original movies is Han Solo. I like that he's like looking out for number one, and yeah, he does help Leia and Luke and ends up being part of the good guys, but he primarily was looking out for number one, and I appreciate that in a character. Big like Loki vibes, and I'm into that kind of ambiguous. But I today will claim allegiance to the Resistance because I would like to think I would help the good guys when it came down to it. And pose in the Resistance. So. What position would I have in the First Order though? Maybe a pilot. No, I would not be a good pilot. I'm not good at piloting the Falcon at all. So I think I'd be a colonel though. I'm a colonel sometimes at work. So I'll say First Order Colonel. Now I got to figure out how it's going to stick onto me. Tape. Now I do hope we don't get too close to the First Order now. Wait, I wrote First Order Colonel, and I wanted to be in the Resistance. But maybe my brain knew two things. That I can't really spell resistance off of the top of my head. I can never remember if it's resistance or resistance. And maybe, just maybe, my brain knew when it was writing in that Slytherin green that I belonged in the First Order. So, or maybe, you know what? I'll just say I'm in the First Order, but really I'm a smuggler and looking out for number one. Anyway, and this is just my undercover outfit. Name tag check. My brain knew something I didn't today, and we're on to the next task. Find the hidden Millennium Falcon in the Millennium Falcon. I guess we're going to the Millennium Falcon. Hi, Chewie. I'm going over to the Falcon. Do you want to come? Yeah, I need a co-pilot. I'm very bad at flying. Maybe I'll just wait for you to come later. Okay, good thinking. There she is, folks. The fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy, the ship that made the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs. And I have to find the Millennium Falcon on the Millennium Falcon. So I believe there to be a, like, similar to a hidden Mickey, but a hidden Millennium Falcon. And we need to find it under the Falcon is my best guess. Oh, I just got hit with space water. It dripped on me. All right, looking. There's where I probably banged the ship into some stuff because I'm not very good at piloting. Where are you? All right, thank you big time to Eric in the guest relations costume there, who was showing some other guests where it is, and I just happened to do as smugglers do and eavesdrop, and you can actually see it right there is the little front of it, and then if you go this way you can see the back of it, but there is a tiny Millennium Falcon stuck under there. Isn't that so cool? What a great detail. All right, next challenge. Show us where they keep the battle droids locked up. All right. So here on the backside of Droid Depot is where you can see the battle droids, and they're in this weird like metal cage right here. These are from one of the prequels. My heart wants to say Attack of the Clones, but I've only seen the prequels like once each, so I'm sure someone will let me know in the comments which one they're from. But you can see out here on the backside of Droid Depot that they've got a lot of different droids. They've got probe droids up there, R2-D2 droids, BB-8 droids, a bunch of droid pieces. One's a droid in a bathtub. And again, this is on the backside of Droid Depot, which is where you can build your own droid. Definitely recommend a reservation. It's about $100, but you get to build your own droid, pick out which pieces you want, and then it's actually Bluetooth and it can interact with a remote control or other droids. So it's a pretty cool take home. Definitely recommend getting a reservation though if you want to do Droid Depot. Next challenge. Please find one place where R2-D2 started and follow the tracks to where they end up. Okay, so I know that they used R2-D2 to make tracks. Like the real one, they got the original robot out and dragged him around to make tracks. So I guess we got to go find where these start. So it looks like R2-D2 came out of this door because he's the little like rolling ones because they literally rolled him around. And again, it was the original R2-D2 from the original trilogy that they got out here and they rolled his cute little robot body around to make tracks. Oh no, we have a crisscross track, but we got to follow this same one. Do do do, beep bop boop beep. Wow, woo, bop, bop, boop. Wow. I'm trying to be a droid. Beep bop boop, beep bop. Wow, wow. Looks like I was going into Droid Depot. Wow. Why do all droids sound like Owen Wilson? Interesting. So it turns out R2-D2 wanted to end up here inside the Droid Depot. This is where you can not only build your own droid, again, definitely get those reservations 60 days out, but you can also buy all kinds of droid pieces and parts for your droid you make. They've also got non-toy droid related stuff. They've got like lounge flies and kitchenware. You can literally do your whole kitchen in droid if you wanted to. So do you think R2-D2 just like wanted to come see his friends? Like he was like, beep bop boop guys, let's go over here and have a droid party. That's what I think. All right, the next one. Stand outside, Rise of the Resistance, and explain why our day on Batuu takes place in the timeline of the films and how we note that. All right, let's go. Here we are approaching Rise of the Resistance. This is that incredible, over-the-top experience that puts you smack dab in the middle of Star Wars. You are on the Resistance, you are fighting the First Order, things go awry, you end up being captured onto a First Order starship on Kylo Ren's ship, and you have to try and escape with the help of Rey and Finn and Poe. It is incredible. It's the most amazing technological ride you will ever go on. This is the one that has the boarding group. It's a pain to get, but do everything you can to get one because it's going to be worth it. But for now, I have to talk about the plot line of it. Rise of the Resistance and Batuu in general take place in between episodes 8 and 9. And there's a few reasons we know that. One, the characters that roam the land are Kylo Ren and Rey and Chewie. And while Chewie's in the original trilogy, you're walking around with the characters from the newest trilogy. But a reason we really know that it's between 8 and 9 is because if you've seen 9, which, spoiler alert for like a 2-year-old, 40-year anticipated movie, two things. One, General Bill Weasley is still taking orders from Kylo Ren when you are on this attraction. He is still working for him. And as you know from the film, General Bill Weasley double crosses Kylo Ren and he helps out the Resistance. And number two, Kylo Ren himself decides to have a little heart-to-heart. He looks in the mirror a little bit, he talks to his dad, Indiana Jones, and then it's like, hey, you know what? I'm not so bad after all, and he ends up helping Rey, ultimately dying in the world's worst movie kiss. Sorry, I didn't stand them together. I didn't ship them together. Why does Rey have to have a romantic partner? Why can't she just be a queen who's gonna save the galaxy on her own? We didn't need that romance, but I've gone off on a tangent about a fandom that I don't even know that much about. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, it's between episodes 8 and 9. Okay, next challenge. Mix the blue and green milks together and review the resulting concoction. All right, to the milk stand. My mobile order is ready at the milk stand. This is where you can get the iconic blue and green milks. Of course, the blue milk makes its debut in A New Hope, and then the green milk was in The Last Jedi, and they're two different flavors of plant-based milk. And I ordered both of them, and I'm gonna mix them together. You can get both the blue and the green milk. You can get them with alcohol. The blue milk can have rum, the green milk can have tequila. And you can also get this sweet, sweet sipper if you'd like. But my milks are here, and we're ready to make a concoction. All right, so we have the green milk, this one, they're both plant-based. They're rice milk, but the green one is like citrusy flavors, so oranges and citrus fruits. And then the blue milk, they said, is more tropical. It's pineapple and dragon fruit. And we are gonna put them together as one creation. Should I like layer them, do we think? I think that would be...
Pour back and do like a pour back.
Or should I like, should I be like a professional bartender and go like this and go side by sidesies?
And do the glasses upside down and not spill them?
Yeah, I'm that good. Here we go. I'm just going with what comes naturally. And go. Oh wow, she's beautiful. Okay. Is this the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? All right, I have my beautiful blue milk, green milk concoction. I'm gonna drink right down the middle. Oh. Okay. Now here's the thing. Hold on. We also have this one, which was a more direct approach to the mixture, which is, it's just kind of made a nice light green. This is just them dumped in together. You know what? I don't love blue and green milk. I don't hate it, but it's definitely not my favorite treat. It's not something I would get normally. It's very, very hot, so it tastes good for that regard. But I think mixing them together is the way to go because it cuts the sweetness from the blue and it adds a little bit of tartness, so then it's like still a little sweet, but then it's tart. I gotta say, I like this more than drinking either blue or green on its own. Huh, who knew? Now the downfall is you have to spend 17 something dollars to get both of them to then pour them in cups, but it's pretty darn delicious. It's fruity, it's tart, it's kind of like a smoothie. It's between an icy and a smoothie consistency wise. I'm tasting a little bit of the tart, a little bit of the dragon fruit. And I do feel like if you come to Galaxy's Edge, you have to get blue milk if you're a Star Wars fan. Even if you think it's gonna be gross and you're not gonna like it, you're legally required. Sorry, I didn't make the rules. But yeah, the mix is the way to go. I'll refresh after my strange milk concoction, which is actually quite good. Recommend it. Oh no, it's an alien pop quiz. Oh no. Which of these characters, is not an alien? Superman, Doctor Who, Vampirina, or Optimus Prime? Now I know Optimus Prime is. I'm gonna assume Doctor Who is. Is Superman an alien? Probably. I think it's Vampirina. She's a vampire. Pretty sure anyway. True or false, you can buy alien abduction insurance. That feels weird enough to be true. I bet there's some company out there that will sell me that if I try. What year did the Roswell UFO incident take place? 37, 48, 47, 57. Now, here's the thing about quizzes, kids. When quiz makers write quizzes, they put things that are close together to throw you off. So if I were to write a quiz, I would write things that are similar. So like all these end in 7, but then these two are also similar because it's 8 and 7, so they're 1 year apart. So I'm thinking it's B or C, but statistically, C is the most common quiz answer. So I'm gonna say C. Could be wrong, but there's something you can do when you have literally no idea the answer. Which famous person is a member of the Mutual UFO Network, a nonprofit that follows alien activity? Tom Cruise, well, he is odd. Demi Lovato, also a little odd. Gigi Hadid, Dan Aykroyd. Now, I do think all celebrities are probably weird. Like, I don't think it's possible to be famous and be normal because of just the lifestyle that you live in. So I think you're probably pretty out of touch in general. It wouldn't shock me if it was Tom Cruise. I'm gonna say Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise, even though I think it might be Gigi Hadid. How did I do?
Answer number 1, you are correct.
Yes.
Answer number 2, you are correct.
Yes.
Answer number 3. Oh, what was the... Yes. Answer number... 2 and 3 are correct.
Ah!
And answer number 4, no. You
Oh.
were wrong. It was Dan Aykroyd.
Oh. Well, I have to do one punishment, but that's pretty good. What did we learn today, kids? When in doubt, pick C. All right, I have to do a punishment on behalf of Dan Aykroyd. Walk up to a stormtrooper and say, reporting for duty, where do I change into my outfit? Well, lucky for me, there's some stormtroopers right here. Hello, sir.
You.
Yeah,
With the data pad.
me.
Your activities been noted.
Okay. I would like to join the First Order. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty, sir. Where do I get my outfit? In there. All right. Could I get a tour as well? Is there an orientation? No. Okay. We'll just wing it.
On your way.
All right. Here I come into the break room to get my new outfit.
I'm watching you.
I can't wait for the company retreat.
You're out of line, citizen.
It seems like the stormtrooper didn't really want me to join the First Order, which is kind of rude because I have a name tag saying I'm in the First Order. But I think he was just kidding. I think he was just like hazing me a little into the new company. And I can't wait for the company retreat, and I've got some really big ideas. We'll circle back on them at a boardroom meeting later. I know that the meetings could probably be emails, but you know what? We're gonna use synergy. We're gonna use that brain power. We're gonna collaborate. Per my last email, I can't wait to join the First Order. So,
Who's the leader here?
bye. I guess I'm gonna go get my outfit now. Just kidding, I'm still trapped here. So I gotta finish that first. Here we go. How many possible combinations are there when building a hand-built lightsaber and when building an R or BB series droid? Well, I will definitely get this wrong, but let's go talk about it. So here is Droid Depot right here. This is again where you can build your R series like R2-D2 or your BB series like BB-8 droids, and then again they're Bluetooth, and they have a remote so they interact with each other. And then here is Savi's workshop, which is actually just for scrap metal, wink wink, but it's actually where you build your own lightsaber. Very, very popular. It's a really, really cool experience. I did it when the land first opened. We'll go ahead and link that for you. But both of these are incredibly popular. You're going to want to get your reservations 60 days out. The droids are around $100. The lightsabers are around $200. You get to pick what color kyber crystal you want in there, red, blue, green, or purple. But what I have to decide is how many different combinations there are of each thing. Okay, so I'm going to start with the lightsabers. There are 4 different hilts you can buy when you come here. This is not where you get like the legacy hilts, which are the different characters. Those you buy in Doc Ondar's. You can buy like Luke's hilt or Rey's hilt or Kylo Ren's like hilt of the lightsaber, and you can swap in the pieces. But this is where you build your own, and there's 4 different combinations that they give you of the multiple pieces. So you pick one design like that you like. There's a power one, there's a nature one, there's a peace and justice one. I want to say like tranquility or something. There's 4 different ones, and each one comes in a set of like 5 or 6 different pieces, and you put all those together. But then there's also 4 different kyber crystals, which is what makes the blade different colors. There's red, green, blue, and purple. So you've got 4 different lightsabers and then 4 different crystals. That would be 16 different combinations, but you can buy the pieces separately to change out in the hilt. So like if you wanted this little ring thing that's on it to be different from the Peace and Justice one, but then you get the Peace and Justice one, but then you want to change out this little ring thing for the one from the Power one, you could come buy that piece. So I'm gonna guess, knowing you can buy all the different pieces, 500 different combinations of lightsabers. Now let's think about the droids, which are going to be way more, because when you're building your droid, it's actually on a really cool conveyor belt. All of these pieces for both the BB units and the R units come by, and there's these little diagrams that say like you need one of this piece, which is the head, one of this piece, which is the body, one of this piece, which is this, and you can pick whichever one you want. They come in a variety of colors, and you can pick whichever ones you want. You can pick all the same color, mix and match, do whatever you want. As long as you get all the different pieces, you can put down the droid together. I'm gonna guess each droid has like 10 different pieces on it, and there's probably 10 different colors of each one, and then there's 2 different kinds of droids, so that'd be 20 and 20. Okay, I'm gonna say there's 1,000 different combinations for each of the 2 series, so 1,000 Rs, 1,000 BBs, and 500 lightsabers. Is that correct? It's not correct.
It's 120,000 lightsabers.
There are 120,000 different lightsaber combinations.
280,000 droids.
There are 280,000 total combined droid pieces. So I was off by a lot. Wow. All right, I am doomed. Pull up DJ Rex's Spotify playlist and dance to a song from it in front of Oga's for 2 minutes. When people look at you, tell them I couldn't get into the club. Here is Oga's Cantina, the hottest club in the galaxy. This is not the same one that you can see in A New Hope, but it's very similar to the one you can see in A New Hope. And DJ Rex is spinning the beats. Rex, you may recall, was the pilot over at Star Tours in the original version of Star Tours, but now he's here at Oga's, spinning the beats, greatest hits in the galaxy. This is where you can get your fuzzy tauntaun cocktail. This is where you can get your jet juice. It's really, really fun if you can get a spot at Oga's Cantina. Definitely recommend, but they are hard to come by. Books up really early, usually reservations only, but we're gonna dance outside the club. Beep, boop, bop by the Duro Droids. That seems like a good song. Finger and Dan and the Modal Nudes. I'm pretty sure that's the Cantina song everybody knows from Star Wars. But I'm gonna go with Beep Boop Bop for the first minute by the Duro Droids, and then I'll switch it up. Song change. I don't have any dance moves.
"20 seconds. Okay.
When was the very first time a full-size, 100% complete Millennium Falcon was ever built? That is a very good question. We're going to go over by the Falcon to help me think. Now, I appreciate the Millennium Falcon. I appreciate Galaxy's Edge. I appreciate the movie Star Wars, but what you may know about me is that I am more of a wizard than a Jedi. So some of this Star Wars trivia is not my forte. I'm okay to admit that. I know a lot of things, but Star Wars is not my best fountain of knowledge. So I don't know when the first full-size Millennium Falcon was ever built. Let's see if I can logic an answer out. All right, so the first full-size Millennium Falcon. Now I know in my brain that the first Star Wars movie came out in 1977. So it has to be after that. That's how much logic I have so far. Is it this? Is this the first full-size Millennium Falcon? Probably not, because it's not complete. Or is it? It might be complete. I mean, you can go in there. There's the cockpit right there. You can see the little seats and everything. That's where you sit when you go in there to pilot it. That's the seats. That's where Han and Chewie sat, right in there. It's a pretty cool detail, actually. Most people don't look up in there, but I like to look up in there. Yeah, I'm gonna say the first ones were in 2019 when Galaxy's Edge opened. Is that right?
No, stop watching.
Disneyland's open first.
Disneyland's open first, but it was 2019. Logic. All right, looks like there's only two more. Hopefully I can do both of them and not have to dance anymore. Act out a scene from the movie that was set inside the Millennium Falcon, in front of the Millennium Falcon. Well, conveniently, I'm right here. You're a scruffy looking nerf herder. I don't actually think that happens on the Falcon. Okay, at one point, when they're in there, in the cockpit, C-3PO says like, boop, bop, boop, you're never gonna make it through that asteroid. And Chewie's like, rrr, rrr, and he's like, the odds of making it through that asteroid are 1 billion light year galaxy, credits, Batuu, Dameron, Skywalker, ions, like to none. Like there's no chance you're gonna be able to get through that asteroid, but we're being chased, beep, bop, boop. And Han Solo says, never tell me the odds. And scene. Last one, let's hope I can do it without a punishment. Show us every creature available for adoption in the creature stall. Oh, we can do this. Let's go to the marketplace. All right, we are headed into the Blackspire Outpost. Now, sometimes it's just a standby line because there's limited capacity like now. And then sometimes they actually do a virtual line if it's busy enough where you'll get on a wait list and they'll text you when it's your turn to return to the shop, but it's not too busy right now. There are 4 shops in here. You've got the Toydarian Toy Maker, which is where you can get plushes and toys and games. You've got Jedi Outfitters, which is where you can get robes and different clothing items. And then you've got Jewels of Bith, which is where you can get kind of knickknacks, t-shirts, keychains, pins, kind of your typical souvenir things, but they're all gonna be unique to Galaxy's Edge. They're not gonna be like the generic Star Wars stuff. And then you also have the creature stall, which is where we're headed today, because I have to show you all the creatures you can adopt. Okay, so I don't officially know all the names of all the creatures, so that's a Porg. This is I wanna say a Bantha, otherwise I'm gonna go with Space Buffalo. This is a Space Pokemon. That is a Space Pig, Space Iguana, Space Kangaroo. At one point, Indiana Jones cuts one open and shoves Luke right in there. I know that much. Space Octopus, Dianoga, actually I do know that one. Lothcat, Bumbles the Abominable Snowman from the Claymation cartoons, different cat, different Porg, Space Otter, Space Iguana, Space Porg, Space Snail, not for sale though. He may hypnotize you though, watch his eyes. Kavakian Monkey Lizard, that's what Salacious B. Crumb is. And those sit on your shoulder like the Banshees in Pandora. Different space creatures. We've seen all these, Look, some have escaped their cages up ahead. Let's look over here. We've seen all these. So yeah, these are all the creatures you can adopt. My favorite, I like the Space Porg here. He's a shoulder pal, so you can sit him on your shoulder. Oh, I forgot one. You also have space. I don't even know what to call that. I actually know that one's called a Rathtar, so I don't even need to make a joke. Space frog, not for sale. And those are all the space creatures. Well, friends, that's it. I have done all of the challenges, all of the punishments, and I am officially free from Galaxy's Edge. I hope you had fun following along. This is such a cool land. There's so many details. We'll link my hidden details video for you, but there are great attractions, great food, really, really cool land. Definitely come check it out. Where should I be trapped next? Let us know in the comments. In the meantime, friends, make sure to rate, review, subscribe to our channel, follow us on social media at AllEars.net, and until next time, I'm Molly, and it's been magical to the Spire.
Want to see more of my videos? Click over here. Want to subscribe? You can do that right here. And also, ring that notification bell to make sure you get instantly notified anytime we post a new video. Thanks for following. See you real soon.